What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in the crew. This is the Wild Run PC closed beta. Just my first experiences with it so far. I'm going to kind of quickly show you some stuff, talk about it a little bit. This is going on throughout the weekend, actually, so it's like a 5-day thing. I'm going to try to get as much time into it as I can to kind of really explore it, give you my final impressions on it. I have noticed a couple bugs in my first time running it, and that is to be expected, of course, as this is a beta. Okay, so we've got a few different things going on here to give you access to different vehicles in the game, of course, and we'll showcase it. You have drift cars, you have monster trucks, you have drag cars, you even have motorcycles in here, which I have not touched the motorcycles yet, but we'll get to it. So they start you off with the Camaro SS, as you see in the background. And you race over to the Extreme Spec Trials, which is basically, you know, the starter to get into the whole summit racing, which we'll talk about. And so when you're in there, you're going to start out with drift. It's going to put you through 3 different events, basically. Okay, so you're going to start out with a drift trial. The drift trial is showcasing your skills, scoring points as a drifter. Okay, I'm not very good at it. It was my first, couple attempts. Of course, I tried it once or twice over and over, just to kind of start figuring out how it works. Brake the drift, or control your car using your throttle and steering, the standards. And in every racing game, it's a little bit different how it works, so forth and so on. So, excuse me. So you keep that in mind. But this is the first thing that you do. You get into the drift trial. You're with the Subaru BRZ, which is pretty cool, pretty awesome. You can laugh at my fail. That's perfectly fine. It's acceptable. It is what it is. But I did have fun doing it, and like I said, it's its own little thing, and you learn through trying it. And obviously, when you get into the actual Wild Run DLC area, you get to do it even more. We'll talk about that a bit. So then next up, they give you the Monster Arena, which is basically a monster truck, and they put you in a F-150 Raptor, all monster decked out. And you're basically competing against the clock to score the points by hitting the target markers spread out around the arena. So you got ramps, platforms, and other obstacles. I did try it a few times. It's pretty fun. It's interesting. The whole driving mechanic of the monster trucks does feel different. I like it. I do definitely like it. I probably spent a lot of time in it. In short, though, in open world driving of a monster truck, it does not feel like a monster truck. I hope I can put a little bit of that in here. It's got the mechanics of a regular car. You hit a car, you don't go over it, you get bumped by it. So, it's lacking in that part where you feel more like a monster truck versus just, like a regular car. But overall, feels really good, really fun, excited about it. Looking forward to seeing what other stuff they give you in terms of the arena events for monster trucks and what other stuff you could do. But overall, really fun. And then they put you into a drag trial, so you get drag racing. You can compete 3 rounds of drag racing to set your fastest possible time. So you're going to manage the RPMs, the tire temperature at the beginning before the green light. You're going to manually shift the gears, which is really easy the way they've set it up if you're just using a keyboard to manually shift the gears. So it's really fun. It's quick. It's fast. The trial itself was awesome. So I was having fun with that. Now the only thing that got to me is when I got into the actual summit area, which I'll probably put up here so you can see it. When I was doing the drag racing, they put me into Las Vegas. They put you on the Las Vegas Strip, which is really cool. But there's a turn. There's a turn in the middle of the drag event, and you're in a drag car. Who the fuck turns on a drag event? You can't turn a car. So guess what happens? You crash and burn. Makes no sense. I don't get it. Where is the logic in that? So that's something I really had to discuss right up front. I mean, made no sense to me. I was loving the drag stuff in the trial. I was liking the fact that we were going to Las Vegas Strip, the first one I got to try. And we hit the first turn, and I'm like, what the fuck? Excuse my language. Sorry. So that's going to have to be figured out, because drag racing is a straight line, not a turn. Okay. Anyway, overall, though, I like the way that it feels. in the way that it works, with the exception of that one track. Now, so that's basically what you've got in terms of the trial. You've got the 3 different events to go into, and then you basically are allowed to customize a vehicle. You have your choice of the 3 different classes. They're going to give you one class for free, and then you can go ahead and customize the car. So I went ahead and I chose a monster truck, and I purchased the monster truck, which happens to be the Camaro. Of course, the Camaro is in every class. I'll throw up a picture here to show you what was available to us, or what is available to us, and you'll see we got a 2010 Camaro SS, Ford Raptor, the Nissan 370, the Hummer H1 Alpha, Subaru BRZ, and the SRT Viper GTS. And you can see right there the 3 different classes that are available for it. Of course, the Nissan and the Chevrolet have all 4 classes. The other ones are back and forth, and over time, probably through updates and whatnot, other classes will unlock for each of the vehicles as they have in the past. Okay, so moving on, we had some fun in terms of customizing my Camaro. I went all out. You know, I did the stickers and the wheels and everything, and then I went ahead and I started driving around to get to the monthly summit, which is the event, basically the DLC or the expansion part. And you race down there, you hop into the event, and this is where you get to see everything that's available. So you've got different challenges. There's PvP, there's the Monster Arena, there's time attacks, there's drift trials, there's drag trials, there's crew events, which are mandatory 4-people crews, and all these things you get ranked in. And as you rank in, you get better things, better rewards, so forth and so on. Again, had some fun, just went quickly in. Felt that when you got into the actual events that the car mechanics were a little bit different than the trials. The trials were set much easier than the actual events itself, of course. So you'll feel a big difference between the trial, excuse me, and the actual event. However, overall, much fun. At the time of doing this particular video, I haven't actually bought the motorcycle yet, as you could. Just so you know, so I haven't gotten a chance to try that out, but just getting into it. I'm going to spend as much time as I can playing around the different modes. You got slaloms, jumps, escapes, you know, a little bit of everything in free roam world too. So, you know, overall, having some definite fun. I like the way it feels in terms of graphics. There's no problems, no issues with that stuff. We had that first bug taken care of, which was like a bug that 90% of the community had, and it happened to be a Windows update bug is what it was, somehow affecting the game. You know, once I relogged a couple hours afterwards, it made the update in the patch, and it was all good. So, you know, that was that. But that's my first impressions. That's a little bit about where we're at. It's definitely going to be some fun. These are monthly challenges. You've got a little bit of everything going on. Stay tuned. I will have plenty more, I'm sure. And if you have any questions or comments or anything, please do feel free to let me know. I am enjoying it, and we'll see how time goes on. Till then, till the next one, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon.